What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Keep It Hoop YouTube channel. So this morning, the G League Ignite took on the Santa Cruz Warriors in what is probably the most highly anticipated, watched, and talked about G League game of all time. And a lot of that is because of the roster of the G League Ignite. It's headlined by Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, two guys who are expected to go in the lottery in the draft this year, along with guys like Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Suggs. I wanted to go over Jonathan Kuminga's highlight tape from today's game. Probably will do Jalen Green at some point, but Kuminga had a really good game, and I was really impressed with the things I saw. So yeah, let's get into it. He's a bigger guard. He's obviously not the most muscular, and he's not filled out yet, but that'll come with age. But I do like his confidence and ability to play out of the mid post. That's a skill that a lot of younger guards don't have. A lot of wings don't have, and it's if you're able to do that, that just adds another layer to your game, right? Because a lot of kids, a lot of younger players, they come into the league being either all about the three ball or just being able to slash and drive. But that mid post game is something that takes a lot of work. You have to be able to use your body. You have to have really good footwork, and you have to have good IQ because right teams are going to start doubling. They're going to start doubling you from different angles, and players are going to play you differently. So you have to know which moves to go to and stuff. And he did show a little bit of that in today's game, which I was impressed at. So you see here, goes away from the double coming from Jeremy Lin. Nice patience, and in control. Good layup there for Kuminga. See the ability here to get out in transition, makes the right decision, looks the passer off, and finishes. Athleticism is the thing that a lot of people were talking about. The passing I was pretty impressed about too, because he has some nice passes. He drives here, draws the double, sees the backdoor cut, and then just a really easy pass, or gives an easy dunk to Brandon Ashley. Loses the ball here a little bit, but again, good footwork, good patience, and yeah, I mean that it's just I was impressed, and I've said this about both Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs as well, but I'm impressed at how some of these younger guards who are athletic, and I think Kuminga's a better athlete than both of those guys, but a lot of these guys who younger point guards and in Kuminga's case wings, if they're athletic, have the tendency to play a bit out of control and they only know how to play at one pace. But from what I saw today, Kuminga was able to, use his speed and athleticism when he's out in the open court. But when things were a little bit clogged in the lane or there wasn't a clear opening, he was able to stay patient and wait until the opening was there, or he just was able to create something afterwards. But the patience and the IQ I liked. And this is going to be the big key for him going into the next level, right? The athleticism, the defense, the slashing is there. If he can knock down that jump shot from the outside consistently, his stock's going to rise, and his impact from day one isn't going to be limited to defense and slashing, and he can really become a good all-around player. But the shot looks fine, and I've talked about this with numerous guys. The mentality and the confidence to be able to take the shot, for me, is at times more important than how many shots you can make. Because we've seen in the past guys like Ben Simmons, who I'm not saying has to shoot threes, but these guys who aren't shooters, it's hard for them to become shooters if they're not willing to take the shot in game, right? So Kuminga, again, the form looks fine, but also the confidence to be able to take it in rhythm in game without hesitation. You love to see that from a younger guard. Again, getting out into transition, slowing it down, seeing how everything plays out, and then he's able to play with the contact, right? Goes into the contact, and able to finish with the contact. So good there. This is a really nice pass too, and you see Jalen Green's athleticism there. That's a really nice pass though, right? Like almost pretty much a half court pass, a bounce pass to thread the needle between three guys there, right? Three defenders, and he's able to get the ball to Jalen Green on the run, on the mark, right? It's not an easy pass to make, and for someone at his height, his athleticism, I think a really important aspect of today's game that you see a lot of all the good teams and just a lot of the good players, what they're able to do is they're able to get the rebound and run, and whether that's finishing by themselves, which Kuminga is going to be able to do with his athleticism, or just to get someone else a shot. But guys like Giannis, LeBron, and Ben Simmons, they're really good at just getting the rebound and going out, and it makes your transition offense that much harder to stop when the guy who can get the rebound can do so many things by himself. So showing it here, getting the ability, even if he didn't get the rebound, we know he's going to be able to rebound, but even getting it on an outlet and just making the right pass and doing it so quickly. Nice creativity here. Drives left, gets cut off, spins right, finishes with contact. Just the patience and strength, man. And I was impressed at the amount of times he was used as the ball handler. And he doesn't have all the point guard skills yet, but we've definitely seen aspects of it. So it's nice to see him being so comfortable and efficient with the ball in his hands. It's pretty much sealed the game, but with the game being close, he's able to have a huge block. And that's what people like about him. The defense, as long as that's there, his day one impact is going to be huge. But as we talked about, man, if he can continue to show that he can make plays, not only for himself but for others off the dribble, and then that jump shot, that's big. That's big. And I really liked what I saw from Kuminga. Jalen Green a little bit looked like he was trying to force too much and didn't really wait for the game to come to him. I will do a video on him either from this game or from one of the other games later on, because I do think Jalen Green has so much talent, a freak athlete, has shown that he can make the jump shot. A guy that should go in the lottery, and someone I'm very excited to see play at the next level. I will say it is difficult in these kinds of games because the main goal, obviously everybody wants to win, but that's not the only goal as much as it is, let's say, in the NBA or professional level, the highest level in other countries or leagues, right? Because the G League is supposed to be a developmental league, a league where people are trying to showcase their talents as well. So it's almost like a tryout every game, and you are now looking at a scenario where players are going to at times do what's best for themselves or try to put on not a show but at least showcase again what they're capable of. And look, I've been to tryouts for professional leagues and teams overseas, and it's a very weird environment, and one that's different from just playing a game with your buddies or playing in a league or your school to win, because again it's you have to do both. You have to make the winning plays, but you also have to make yourself look good, because at the end of the day, like, the goal of a lot of these players is to get onto an NBA team and improve their stock. So they were talking on the broadcast about how Jalen Green at the beginning of the game wasn't necessarily getting the ball back after he had passed it. So maybe he started to rush and, get out of his comfort zone a bit in the second quarter, in the second half. So those are definitely things to keep an eye on, especially with the G League Ignite team, because it's more so of a, an all-star squad for guys who didn't go to college, right? So, there's going to be things to keep an eye on in that sense. Knicks also played well. Kai Soto's a guy who I know had a lot of hype coming out of high school because of some of the hoop mixtape stuff or like Ball is Life stuff. He got a lot of coverage, but he didn't play today, so we'll see if he gets minutes down the road. I do overall really like what the NBA and the G League did with the Ignite team. They got a lot of veterans on that team, and it's Jarrett Jack and Amir Johnson are the two guys, with Bobby Brown as well. And I know Jarrett Jack is apparently, I don't know about Amir Johnson, but Jarrett Jack is still trying to get a job back in the NBA, a journeyman. And look, you pair up these young players, and obviously they had different factors going into why they chose to play in the G League over college. I know some of them wanted to just focus on basketball and not have to worry about classes. You obviously get paid playing in the G League, and you get more of a NBA-like atmosphere in terms of practice schedule and just being around pros and some of the sets they run. And I know Brian Shaw, who's the coach of the G League Ignite team, is another guy who has been around guys like MJ, guys like, not MJ, guys like Shaq and Penny Hardaway, and guys like Kobe and Shaq. And he talked about how bringing up Kobe's name really gets these guys' attentions because, it's a guy they look up to. And Shaw has a lot of, I'm sure, stories and messages that he's able to relay onto these guys. But, I like what they're doing with that team. I hope this becomes a thing in the future as well, where it's another option for guys who don't want to go to college or just, maybe from guys from overseas. But yeah, I was really impressed with Kuminga, and I'm looking forward to what the other guys show. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. We are keep underscore it underscore hoop on Instagram, so follow us there, and on Twitter is keep it hoop blog, so follow us there as well. We'll follow you back. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we will be back with another video tomorrow. Peace.